Why was Holly Wheeler such a massive part of season 5 of Stranger Things? Think about it for a second. Now, guys, I'm a little bit older. I'm 48 years old. I've been looking into things since 2018, and I've been trying to understand because my life, I'll be honest, like my life went downhill, and I tried to figure out what happened to me. And I started understanding the music industry. Like for me, music was a big way that this world got into my mind and corrupted me. I'm just being honest. So I've done a lot of studying about this stuff, and I assure you guys with 100%, like I promise you guys, I promise you, the whole Holly Wheeler thing that everybody's talking about on the internet, like why did they push her forward? It's because they want to push PDF files on everybody. They want to create a new generation of PDF files. Guys, I was sitting here watching this little girl, mind you, like I've been a vocal voice in my community and just online in general about the PDF file problem. Now, that's facing our country and the world. I've never experienced this, okay, and I'm glad for that. But for some reason, God has just put it in my heart to go, like, to speak out about it because the children are innocent. The children are God's favorite, and most people are scared to talk about it. So I was talking about it, back before it wasn't really cool to expose what's going on with the children. And as I'm watching this season 5 of Stranger Things, I found myself looking at Holly Wheeler in a weird way. Not, guys, like, I'm a Christian. I don't, I'm very, like, obedient to God, as much as I can possibly be. Like, I don't watch anything that is filthy. I haven't had a partner, a girlfriend in years. Like, guys, like when I tell you that I'm serious about my relationship with God and trying to do what is right for him, I'm serious. Okay? So when I was watching that, I felt like God was pointing out to me, do you see how attractive they're trying to make this little girl? Do you see how attractive they're trying? And he was showing it through me, almost like through another person's eyes. Like, like they made her look older, and I couldn't figure out, like, why is there so much CGI going on? Like, anybody that's watched that show will tell you part of the thing that brought so many of us to Stranger Things was it was really never the writing or the great acting. It was the nostalgia from the 80s, and especially they sort of, in season 4 started pushing, the more fake filming of things, I guess, if you want to call it that. But man, this whole series was just like super CGI, and especially the scenes with her, like they just enhanced her features. Like, I don't know, I didn't even go and look and see what this young girl, I don't even know how old she is, guys. I have no idea. Like, no idea how old she is. No idea what she normally looks like. But I know that they were pushing something on the population. They were putting her in this, like, to me it looked like a German, like what the women use at like Oktoberfest over in Germany to serve people beer. They had her in one of those, but then they also had her in a witch's, what would you call it, like a tunic, like what Taylor Swift wears in, oh gosh, I can't remember. There's some video I saw like a couple years ago of Taylor Swift, and she had this black like thing, and it like went. I should know as an occultist, but I never got that deep into it, guys. Where I joined a coven, but it's like a cape that the women wear, and it ties in the front, and it's a hood that goes over. Well, Holly Wheeler had one of those on, and it was leather. You guys have to understand symbolically what were they doing. Underneath, they were dressing her in this like German. And I don't know what that dress means. Go and look it up. Like, I'm sure there's probably some ancient history to it, guys. At this point, like, it's so hard to even tell what's true and what's fake. Like, I could go and I could research what that uniform means, and it may not even come up as anything because that's just how much they've scrubbed everything. So we have to become more spiritual and understanding. I look at a little girl wearing that and I go, that's not right. That's not right. And then I see her wearing, this witch's cape over it. I'm like, okay, they're doing witchcraft. They're showing you this German suit that these, cute little blonde women wear over in Germany, and then they're putting a witch's tunic, or whatever you want to call it, over it. It's witchcraft being done on you, and it is breeding a new generation of PDF files. And guys, like, I don't know if all the old ones got locked up, or I know there's been a lot of rounding up of those, but guys, like, the whole thing is just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting on so many levels, and you guys may say, why do you even watch those things then if you're Christian? I watch them so I can come to you guys and I can say, look, go watch that. Go and check yourself for a minute and just see, how do you feel about that? How did that whole thing make you feel? How did you feel? Like, one of the last times you saw Holly Wheeler, she was, like, really small. Even my son, who was 14, was like, or he's 13, almost 14, goes, is that Holly Wheeler? Like, wow, she's really grown up. Guys, they do this stuff. They show you them as, like, a little baby, then all of a sudden they're grown up. And I don't know if the whole spacing out of time between, the last season and this one was done just so they could show you Holly Wheeler all of a sudden all grown up with her blue eyes and, she's starting to develop, like, I mean, guys, I'm being serious. Like, these are the thoughts that I have, and people may think that I'm crazy, but I know that I'm not, because I know how evil this world is, guys. I've seen it. I used to do rituals on a daily basis to, like, try to protect myself from demons, which only got me further into demons, and I was doing tarot, and, like, all the things that, like, you hear so many people talking about. I had all these, like, old, just dirty, like, books and and it was crazy, because, like, I would read them, and I would think to myself, like, I could never do this. But it gave me a glimpse into the mind of the people who are behind everything in this world, and what this lifestyle brings to them. What this lifestyle of witchcraft and things like that bring to the people that participate in it. And I thank God all the time that I did not get pulled any deeper into it than I did, because I used to have, like, a little skull up here, and I used to make, like, little cakes and things for this goddess named Hecate. Like, guys, I was in it. And God let me get sick, and He let me get tortured for a while, and He pulled me out of it, thankfully. And now I'm here, and I feel like He gives me some grace to watch certain things, like Stranger Things, and go, guys, there's something. Because I had to go and I had to look, like, what are people saying about this? Because to me, the whole thing just felt really weird, and I knew in my soul, I was like, this new season it's feeling weird, and I bet the final episode's gonna feel weird. The whole thing it felt off to me, and I knew, like, at this point, everything is a massive ritual. And guys, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If the Travis Scott, like, concert in 2020, whenever that was in Texas, wasn't enough for you to understand that, and it was called Astro World, by the way, astral plane, the moon plane, like, that's where the moon goddess worship. Like, guys, you have to understand, there are people that control this world. They have an entire religion that you do not know anything about, because they've never told you about it. Okay, they let you go to church, they let you get, like, some feel-good, happy pastor talking in front of you, not rebuking you, not telling you how terrible you are, but telling you that everything's going to be okay and everybody else is sinners and this and that. Instead of telling you, like, what did you guys do this week? I mean, I would love to go into a church and have a pastor point at me and go, what did you do this week? And it would be cool if he actually kind of knew. It was like, did you, like, whatever it is, like, did you take an illegal substance? Did you indulge in wine? Did you, because these are just some of the things that I've dealt with in the past. Like, that would be cool to go to did you talk badly about your neighbor? Did you think badly about your neighbor? Dude, that's a whole nother thing. It's like, we've just been so softened that even Jesus talked about, like, don't even think bad things. Like, dude, that's on a level that people just won't ever understand, man. So, anyways, sorry that I went off. I'm trying to reel myself back in right now, okay? The Holly Wheeler Stranger Things, please just think about it, look at it, and let me know what you think.